What's up? Welcome to Podcast and Ride.
Yes, what's up, everybody?
Uh-huh.
My goodness, it's a beautiful, bit cold, Joburg day,
Yeah.
but we're
It's
gonna
not
warm
as
it up.
bad as it was last week, though.
Really,
And
you
this
think
past
so?
weekend. Yeah, I don't think it's that
I
bad.
mean, I get cold. I'm an anemic pill,
Oh, yeah, no,
so
obviously.
I'm all getting cold all the time.
Otherwise, how are you doing
I'm
generally?
good. I'm good. I'm wearing a dangaroo.
I can see.
I'm just, you know what, just trying out threads for the event.
Yeah.
The market, the chillers market. I'm so
Uh-huh.
excited.
I'm also
I can't
looking forward
wait.
to that.
I love chilling with chillers and of course the riders. It's always fun, so I'm excited about that. But we'll talk about it towards the end of the show.
Yeah, I'm
And
also very excited about that. It's
but
gonna be
also
such a jump.
but also it's a bit of a sad day today because
Let's not get to the bad news.
Okay,
first.
we'll
Let's
get
have the
okay.
show.
Let's not get into the
Let's
bad
have the
news.
show,
Let's get
and then
into
we'll get to the sad news towards the end of the show.
Talking about news, let's. Someone came from us on the comments yesterday. Is like, we must respect us.
Why?
Because they were like, no, we're a bit too light on our content. We're not too hard.
Yeah.
But just remember, a lot of chillers aren't really familiar about cars. You know what I mean? And we want to make sure that anyone who watches and anyone who listens to the show doesn't feel overwhelmed with all the information that we put onto the show. So that's why we always try to make sure that, guys, we try to balance everything out so that it doesn't sound too deep, dude. Because if I understand, if now I were to watch a car show and I knew fuck all about cars, dude, I wouldn't want someone to be like kilowatts, suspension, chassis, aerodynamics.
But we hope we're catering for everyone.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
trying to cater for
definitely.
everyone.
And today I will try to kind of go a little bit deep in terms of the content that we do, and also get into the deeper parts. But guys, you need to remember, we need to balance, guys. So please understand.
Balance.
But also, Luena, I'll always say this on the show: don't come onto my comments and be a dick. Because one day I'm gonna log in, guys. Because I read them, but I don't log in so I can comment.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, I don't wanna.
I think let's just say everyone is entitled to their own opinion, of course.
Exactly.
But sometimes you just have to understand that certain things will not always go the way you want them to go.
Yes.
Maybe we have reasons for why we do certain things, and sometimes maybe you're right, and we will learn.
Yeah.
We'll learn as we go, right?
But just be a little bit understanding the way we're also understanding the fact that you required a bit more information, a bit more depth. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, can we get into the news?
Yes, please.
I'm very, very excited because Jeep is launching a bakkie.
Nice.
I'm so excited about it. It's called the Gladiator. Dun, dun, dun.
That sounds very exciting.
It
Actually.
looks really, really nice. It looks really, really nice. It's a bakkie. It's something that, honestly, I really think it's going to really fuck up the market in terms of bakkies. I mean, it obviously takes on the likes of your Hilux, your Ford Ranger, your Isuzu D-Max, your Amarok, and all these other bakkies. But the beauty about it is that it looks so different. Let me actually show it to you. Yeah, you can look at the
It
screen.
looks so hard.
Right?
I saw a couple of the images. Yeah. I saw
It looks amazing. And we're not really sure. They're not going really into depth in terms of the derivatives that we're going to get. I know there's a Sport S. There's a Rubicon that might be coming. The other one is called an Overland.
Nice.
You know, but we might just get one trim. So we're just all speculating at this point. And it's very, very exciting, man. It comes with a 8.4-inch Uconnect infotainment system. And the engine, we have, there's a 3.6-liter V6 petrol engine with 213 kilowatts. That is exciting because it really offers, if you think about some of the other bakkies that are coming into the market, you look at your 190s from your Volkswagen, your Amaroks, you look at even the Ranger, the new coming Ranger is going to be doing mad in terms of kilowatts. So I'm excited about that. But the fact that this one has a 213 is a lot. And you also can come through with an eco diesel with a 3-liter with 191 kilowatts. That's actually very, very exciting. And you know the cool thing about what I think a lot of people are going to gravitate towards this car is because we all know when it comes to your Wranglers, they can literally pull that car apart, dude. You can take out the doors, you can take out the hood. So
It's
can
an
you
entire
imagine?
experience.
Exactly. Can you imagine? And the roof is out and you're going to look like a gangster.
Actually going to be more exciting when you take it off road.
Exactly. I mean, we know Jeeps live on off-road. And the fact that now you can have a Jeep where you can, if you're a Bucky lover, you can get into that Jeep experience. I'm excited. Would I buy it? Let me test it out first.
Let's see.
Let me test it out first. But here's the thing. The thing, right? It's going to come in at around 1.3 million rand.
What? Which might be totally worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
I trust them when it comes to that.
Look, the reality of the matter is that an average new car in South Africa costs around 380,000 rand. And that's because, you know what, the reality is that we are basically just fucked in our economy. Our economy is shit. Cars are getting expensive There's a whole lot of chip issues that everyone is dealing with that causes supply to be limited. And you know, when supply is limited and demand goes up, we have pricing goes up and all the taxes. Let's not even talk about what the fuck is happening with Russia and Ukraine, what's happening with the gas and oil prices, taxes that are going up, interest rates, petrol pricing. It's a mess. Basically, we are in a shit show of a mess, and it's reflecting on the car prices, and that's the truth. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, but
hopefully
I'm excited about it.
It will improve with time.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited about it.
We have to be positive.
It seems like, honestly, like the fact that there are more cars that are coming into South Africa, new cars, shows that we're really a formidable market, man. And people are really, really enjoying the whole, our market in terms of how we're performing. I mean, we're doing very, very well.
Yeah.
And shout out to Toyota, man. They're doing very well in terms of the global market with their RAV4. Yeah, they're selling, I think it's the best-selling car in the world right now.
Nice.
They're selling millions and millions of units. So shout out to them, man. The RAV4 is a really, really nice car. I'm not a huge fan of the gearbox though. That CVT gearbox that they come with, I'm not a huge fan of that. I've never really enjoyed it, but other than that, it's a really nice car. It's spacious, it looks good, and it's really, really nice. And RAV4 was a teacher's car. Remember my mistress? Only mistress.
Even now.
If you are a teacher and you're driving a RAV4, all the teachers hate you, bruh. All the teachers love that car, and honestly, it's still a formidable vehicle. So big up to them. Now, I was talking about petrol a little bit earlier. So we was looking for a little bit of a price hike this coming July.
Dude, we just came from like an increase just the other day.
Dude,
we're going again.
We're going again, my boy. We're going again. I think we actually have. We're looking at around over 2 rand for petrol, and I think 1 rand 38 cents for diesel. So, and the truth of the matter is now, we always had this concept here that diesel engines are more fuel efficient, you know what I mean? And that's always been because of it's always been generally a lower price than your petrol, you know what I mean? And the truth of the matter is that they're not fuel efficient anymore because of the petrol price. And also, a lot of these diesel engines have turbos in them as well. So they're not really as efficient. So the concept of diesel engines are more fuel efficient is dead.
Yeah.
So
at this point, guys, I reckon the bicycle, it's gonna make sense.
So going up. We are no way.
It's a workout.
No way.
You're not only getting to your destination, but you're also working out.
Imagine now I must drive to Groove Kilopaka bicycle.
BMX. That would be interesting though.
What?
That would be interesting to
Going
see different bikes.
You know what? If I came with a bicycle
world.
and I'm popping proper champagne and what, but also now what if people will target you, Babo, now rekadi ISO spades and popping bottles, and then you get into a bicycle. But people, now you have to travel safely.
Yeah.
And also now I'm rising at 4 o'clock in the morning. You know how cold it is. I'm not gonna Zwizer, guys. I'm very sorry.
Can we clearly not come into this bicycle train?
No,
Speaking of,
but just a quick one,
a
quick tip. I think we need to really start to rethink how we approach our vehicles, in terms of because of how bad petrol is. Number one, I think one of the tips that we can also give in terms of making sure that you save up on your petrol and lower your bill is crank down your engine size. If you know that you are a 5-liter guy, crank it down, maybe get into a 3-liter or get another car that's a 3-liter. Think about hybrids as well. You know what I mean? A hybrid obviously has petrol and it has an electric, and they're always together. And sometimes it uses electric and then it uses petrol. So that means that you use less consumption on your vehicle. So that's always good. We can also look at electric. You know, the thing about it is that you have vehicles that are within good price. The Mini that we had, we'll have it in the next couple of weeks. You know, that Mini was amazing. It's fully electric. I'm not a big fan of the range. That's one thing that you will struggle with. But once you get into your high-end vehicles, like looking at your Taycan, your Porsche Taycans and so forth, they have quite a big range. They are expensive though. You're looking at your iXs as well. They're very, very expensive, but if you look at them, the range isn't that bad. It won't bother you as much. You know, you have your VW that's releasing the ID3 next year. You know, it will have probably improved the range on the vehicle. So look at the electric vehicles, and like, for example, your Mini isn't that expensive. You're looking at probably like just over 500 to 600,000 rand, which is around the same price as looking at a Polo GTI, dude. So might as well go into an electric car and you never have to pay for petrol ever again. And if like I've always said, if you install solar in your house and you just literally pump your vehicle with solar energy, though, you don't have to pay for anything. You run your car for free. So think about, we need to kind of like start really thinking about our next purchases in terms of cars.
And in the future, it's going to be more convenient.
It's going to be more convenient.
Yeah,
and you know, the infrastructure in South Africa is a bit difficult in terms of, especially if you're going to go to Thohoyandou. You are going to see flames with an electric car. But, you know, hopefully we'll start putting more infrastructure in place to allow us to do more long distances. You know what I mean?
It will improve with time. That will improve.
It will definitely improve with time. I hope to all the car lovers, I've churned out enough information and I've thrown it out there. And I didn't make people feel overwhelmed. Guys, now I worry because I'm just like, guys, this is a combined effort. This is a group assignment.
No.
And if now you don't do your part in the group assignment, and then we get 30%, then we end up like that guy's matric certificate. It's a problem. You remember that guy's matric certificate? 30%, my boy. Oh, yes, boy. But he's living his best life, dog. Now he's doing events, he's living, but that matric certificate. And then you have children with that nigga, bro. Now you have to get tutors. You have to get remedial classes. You don't know what's making. Just because, guys, must watch out. You know, when you date, go and ask for the matric certificate. But also, you can't have an idiot as a partner, guys.
Yeah, but that does not mean, if someone is not like academically strong, that does not mean.
I know, but at least have a little bit. I'm not saying, but it gives you a little bit of a sign or what you can expect from your children. I'm not saying, you know what, don't marry that person.
All I'm saying, guys, that's why
I'm saying is that look at the matric certificate so that you can know what you are going into. Now you know what you're getting into. The chances are your children might not even have matric.
No.
You know what I mean? No. So all I'm just saying is that it gives you a bit of a forehead or what you can expect from the children that are coming after you. That's all I'm saying.
Don't listen to what Ntle's saying. I don't agree with that.
You don't agree?
No, Ntle.
So you think people have had children?
No, it's good. It's good. I think education is very good. It's strong. You know, it's amazing to have a good academic background. You know, 100%. But it's not everyone that's in the position. So when I share a certificate.
Truly, what I'm saying is that just look so that you can know what to expect. That's all I'm saying. Because you're going to have children, they're going to share genes with that person, and if the dad was getting 30% go in for his final mark for matric certificate. Guys, you at least know, or at least I know, once I have kids, we have to get tutors, we have to get remedial classes. Sometimes you have to slap that nigga on the head because sometimes you're like,
if they're making money for the tutors, then yes, 100%.
Yes, then that's fine. So you can prepare. That's what I'm saying. So you can prepare that your children will look beautiful. But
speaking of preparation, Mercedes-Benz is very much prepared to get somewhere to a better position. Going into Formula One, guys.
Guys, I enjoyed Canada.
No, honestly speaking, like this week's past race has been good.
Yeah.
I think aside, just before we get into Lewis Hamilton and everything else, I think generally the one thing that I really liked about the Canadian GP is that it was just so clean. The start was clean, no crashes in the beginning, especially because like turn 1 is usually our biggest issues in most of the circuits, you know. But the Canadian GP was super clean. The start was amazingly clean. I think there's just a couple of things that I'm like,
I just want to say, and I'm going to give it to all the Max fans, guys. Max umasipa, guys.
No, Max is hard.
Yeah.
You know what's the thing about Max?
Yeah.
Max is full on in competition.
Yeah, he's in competition mode.
He's
clean.
And
like,
that's how he's winning. That's how he's getting it.
Yo, he's driving. You know, honestly, Max, to watch Max drive looks like an art, Joe.
It is.
Like, it
and he's
like
young. He's
art.
24 years old.
Dude,
he's doing very well.
Amazing. I'm gonna give it to him. But shout out to my boy.
Wait.
I'm excited to say.
No, wait. Let's get into the details. Wait, before we celebrate. Hey, because
I'm excited for
100%.
Lewis, for Hemi.
But like you were saying now, Max is doing well. Max is doing well because I feel like most of them are also doing well.
Yes.
Sainz is doing well. If it was not for that lost safety car,
yeah.
if it was not for that lost safety car, Max wouldn't have gotten the pole position. Because Sainz was pulling
all the time.
Right?
Dude, yeah.
Leclerc did not have such a good race, but he pulled. Came all the way from 19th to I think 6th. I'm not so sure. I'll double check, but I think he came out like top 5 actually. Yeah, number 5.
I think
he was driver of the day.
Yeah.
So he pulled way hard. Everyone is doing well. Ricardo did very well in this past race as well.
Shout out to George for being so consistent.
Top 5 as well.
He's just
100%.
constantly coming through with his top 5, and I'm so happy about it. You know what I mean? So shout out to him.
I think Mercedes is trying, Shane. The car is giving them a hard time, even when Lewis just let Sainz pass him, because he can see the power of the car is not that strong. Scuderia has heavy engine right now. Yeah. They're doing very good. We won't even talk about Max's car because that thing is a machine.
Dude, all I'm going to say to all those Max Verstappen fans, you should be very, 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 very proud,
Max has his competition head tied in.
Exactly.
Man, you know, and I feel like everyone, even Fernando Alonso has been driving Formula One from the Senna days. He's still doing exceptionally well. Sebastian Vettel, they're still bringing competition for the other younger guys coming in, you know. So it's good. Starting side by side by someone that you grew up watching, I can imagine that must be crazy.
Amazing.
You know? So,
but also, how funny how awkward are the chats in the cool down room?
They awkward, ne?
Yeah, you could just see
Toto Wolff. Toto is the one person that is like cringing throughout the race, because I think that's the other thing that the one thing that's giving him anxiety is the fact that this car, we just never know. The power of the car, you never know. It could surprise you. You could do really well.
But
on
also,
some days,
you know,
it's just
I like
looking
tripping. At body language. Ne? When Hemi walked in, I could they were still just chilling, the top 2 just chilling there.
Yeah.
And he walked in last into the cool room. And they were busy chatting, and you could see he wanted to go
Excuse
Sorry,
you, yeah.
He wanted to go sit there with the guys, but he was awkward, and then he walked away. And I'm just like, there's a little bit.
It's
if you look at it,
small talk. Yeah,
it's very, very awkward. You can see there's a lot of competition, a lot of pressure from both of them. And I'll still say that Max and Hemi don't like each other.
I don't think it's.
They have this thing out.
I don't think it's a matter of not liking each other. It's competition. That's how it works.
But we've seen from the previous races to dude, like even through you remember the crash that they had, he was pissed, and then the unfollowing. There's a lot of drama behind them. They're like an exes that but unfortunately they still have to see each other.
It's the world of the sport though. They're not there to be friends. They're not there to build relationships. Everyone's trying to get on top of the game. It's that kind
pressure.
of
pressure. I think the pressure really gets to their friendship.
Yeah, and especially if you know you're doing well. Bona Lewis with Nico Rosberg back when Rosberg was still in the game.
Yeah.
You know that I'm here to work. I'm not here to build friendships.
You are not my
competition, competition.
But shout out to them. It's very exciting.
Shout out to Louis. Finally, now you can get excited.
You killed me.
When
you
I
killed my
was
vibe.
before, can I do detailing?
When I can like the last act, Papa.
But no, for real, shout out to Louis.
Louis, man, I'm
Podium,
so excited.
The second podium for the season.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm very proud of him. And you know what? If there's anything, and you know the thing about Louis is that he's a star, my boy.
Yeah.
That's the beauty about Louis is that Louis is a star. Like I saw, like whenever like he would come in and he'd go out, he'd do interviews. If people will scream, he has to greet first. Even before he went onto the third podium, when he walked out, people were screaming. You know, he's a star, dude. And you know, for a little black kid, dude, for me, I'm just
it's
like,
a lot.
and I realized, and if the thing about F1 is that even if you look from the audience to the people doing interviews, there is no fucking representation, guys. There is no people of color, and it's just abelungunje. You know what I mean?
And every other week with the race. I mean, just last week, 2 weeks back, they were fighting Naomi, the presenter, on social media. Race, guys. Race is going to be our biggest chat, especially in the Formula One world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm very, very sad about the fact that there is no representation. Even in the crowd, there's no representation. We need to start representing, guys. But yeah,
we need to start learning about Formula One, guys. Drive to Survive for the aesthetic. Learn about the sport. It's a beautiful sport.
I'm not gonna lie. When we started podcasting, right, I was just an essential worker in the whole car space. I just loved cars, but now that we actually chat about it, it is so exciting to watch.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to learn. And
I saw someone in the
F1.
comments was saying, what's the deal with Tuli and Formula One? What's the deal with me and Formula One? I'm not a car journal. I'm here because of Formula One.
Yeah.
I grew up watching Formula One. My whole life, that's all I've known, you know. So ex-Father's Day, for me, that's my thing from my dad. I grew up Formula One. That's pretty much all I know.
That's exciting.
And
man.
that has drawn me to cars.
Yeah. So, and people still ask where Nak is. Guys, just go to Nak's Instagram, and look at what Nak is doing. And look at all the jobs that he's busy with. Guys, unfortunately, if you look at it, podcasting, right? Money, you know what I mean? It's very simple, guys. We need to understand that. And I think we're addressing this for the last time, right? Nak is busy, so we need to just address it like that. I feel it, right?
Anyway, we're shooting at Red Cherry Studios. We're shooting. When I kept we're shooting at Red Cherry Studios in Rivonia.
Yeah,
if you have any podcast needs, make sure that you check it out.
Yeah.
And come through. It's a beautiful space. We've got nice green screen studios here as well. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. Ne ke rata hore ha le around Rivonia re shoota le ntle le coffee. Ntla ba re le tlo ntshella, so
you know Muti.
Anyway.
Samayo Muti. That's what you'll have when.
Check out this interesting video.
Let's go into Polo. We'll go to the Polo, right?
Polo, actually,
Yes, I'm very excited. Tuli reviewed the new generation Polo. So let's check it out. Dude, how cool was that review?
Nice.
How cool is that beautiful color?
It was
the Polo.
I enjoyed that car.
It looks amazing. And also, you know what? You can never go wrong with the Polo, man. It's a firm favorite in South African roads, built in South Africa. You know what I mean? So it's a South African car and it goes all over the world, dude.
Yeah.
Like you should see, I've been to the plant. And like literally when you see left-hand Polos, you see ones that are going to France, they're going to what. And it takes a couple of seconds for them to make one. Like literally every couple of seconds, a Polo comes out.
Crazy.
Literally, I think around 7 seconds or something, a Polo comes out. That's how amazing. So for me, whenever I see a Polo, I'm like, Nyangoma. Anyway, talking about Ngoma Rising. What's up, homie?
Yeah, Pera Ninja.
Yo, guys, Shaun, Tutsi. Yo, I don't even know. Or are we too much? Are we very energetic?
I feel like for once, there's someone who makes you feel like you are a bit more out of your...
Yeah, because I'm the calm one. I'm usually like, you guys are making noise. And then,
then there's me. I'm loud as fuck.
He's loud, he is.
How are you, Shaun?
Yeah, Peter.
I'm good,
Thanks
man.
for coming through. Thanks for joining us.
I think here's a bit of a challenge, Shaun.
That's all.
Mina, I'm Zulu. So it's Zulu.
Siya off ramp. But Polo indicate.
But angazi ukukhuluma kahle bathi ngathi ngiphume eZimbabwe mangikhuluma isiZulu.
But you're trying.
But I'm trying. That's the beauty about being South African. We try, jo. Ukuthi sikhulume, hlanganise sibona sihlanganisa uphi. Now we can wabu.
Nakabulela.
Oh, waboa.
Everything. That's amazing. So you are a true South African.
That's all. You're a proudly one, actually.
Yeah, that's good.
I love your drip, man. Hey, you gotta respect Shaun for the drip all the time, dude. All the time. Why? If fashion is so important to you, why is it like so important to you?
Fashion is like your introduction to the world or to the people before you even have to say a word. Because clothes, they interpret who you are and how you feel. How you dressed, it duplicates who you are from inside.
Wow, that is amazing. And do you think that also is the same thing about cars as well? Like in terms of the car that you drive?
It depends with the budget you have.
The budget.
Because
before you go anywhere, budget. So you can have a car that's a startup, but at least because
you aspire to have that certain car. And again, you have to start somewhere before you drive another car because the stages and the steering wheels, the gears and the pedal shifts are not the same.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
To this thing. Now, for you, in terms of cars, dude, you've probably been in some of the most exclusive and the most luxurious cars on South African roads. In fact, I think we can even say the world, What do you mean? I mean, honestly, let's be honest. Some of the cars that you drive, that you take your posts, you take your snaps in, are beautiful cars. You know what I mean? And for me, what has been the favorite car that you've been in so far?
I think it would be a Volkswagen 2.6i microbus.
Really?
The best car ever.
Nice.
Y'all want a V-Class, man.
Nice.
2.6.
The original.
And a fridge ngemove.
Ah.
Le banyana ba Pitori.
For real. Funny enough, I actually thought that you'd literally go into in terms of saying luxury cars. I mean, you've honestly been in a lot of luxury cars. But in terms of, if I could say a luxury car right now, what has been one of your favorite luxury cars?
A Maybach truck or a Royce.
Nice.
When the partner call a foot and phone with drive, I just want to relax and enjoy the luxury of it.
What's your favorite part about it? I mean, there's so many amazing...
Backseat.
Relaxing.
Backseat interior, the massage. Relaxing.
What was your first car? Like, your first car to say, okay, this is the beginning of my car journey?
325.
Nice.
325
Nice.
Shucks. Do you still have it?
No, I say. But with cars, you can love to keep it, but to modify or mhlawumbe say out of warranty, it's out. Unless unalo mechanic wasekhaya so phethe iscoot drive lapha say on imoto because it has to be roadworthy most importantly. Ungalala emgwaqweni or ungabi umngani ngamechanic whenever you have to travel from Joburg to Pretoria kumele ufonele umechanic qala. Imoto izokumela. So
hectic, yeah, that's true.
Kumele ushaya isikhiya ugcwalise ipetrol ungacheki amount ukhokha ungena endleleni.
Hayi. Yabona petrol yodimo. Batjala ngashibili petrol.
So dream car right now, I mean, we've seen with the car that you started out with. I mean, you started on a nice level in terms of vehicle. So what's your dream car right now?
A Porsche Porsche 911 Turbo S. It
It
has to have an S
Yeah.
for Shaun
Definitely.
Stylist.
It has to have
What color? What
Mommy-
color?
Black.
What color?
Black.
Black. Interior?
Red.
Did you hear him?
Yes.
If
Yes.
it's Shaun Stylist, it needs to have an S.
I'm going to S. It's even
If it doesn't have an S,
it's normal.
If it doesn't have an S, it's
It's
not
normal.
doing nothing.
make sure that it has an S.
An S. I can say I'm bomb. An S.
It has to have an S.
An S.
I think I'm gonna shift my seat a bit.
Anyway.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
man.
no.
That's
I think
amazing.
Porsche is dope. The
Porsche-
911 is doing it 100%.
I love the Porsche brand so much. Like, I want to start from the beginning, from a Boxster. I want to
Yeah.
start there. I want to go up the brand, enjoy each and every car. To a Porsche Cayenne Coupe, you know what I mean? To a Taycan, all of them. I want to try every single car in that
Porsche
brand.
like GT. GT RS2.
Yes.
The power in that car.
Oh, and that one is a beautiful classic. I love it.
I think Porsche is man. You just know you're gonna get the full thing with it, dog.
And you know the funny thing is that the person who designed the original designer Porsche designed the Beetle. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So you can now you can see. Can you see when you look at the
Yeah.
Beetle and you look at the
Yeah.
Porsche?
Moves.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks
yes.
very same. So
Yeah.
I think obviously because it comes in the same brand and the same family as VW as well, it makes sense to kind of have, and they share engines as well. So which is quite cool. So I love a good Porsche, guys. I love Porsche. I'm gonna say that.
With an S.
And it's with an S. And if people remember, it's a Porsche, not a Porsche. Because a lot of people will say Porsche, but it's actually a Porsche. That's how you say it.
As long as now, how you pronounce it?
Guys, when you guys go overseas and you like, you can't go to Stuttgart
If
and
you
then
can
you
budget
say
for-
You
are-
can buy it.
If you can
What's
Guys,
in pronounce
swipe it,
you'll know.
Guys,
You'll
if-
come in my service.
If you go to a Porsche
Porsche.
factory now,
Ngifuna
and then
Porsche
like-
la no mintombazana no I just want a Porsche.
It's like Porsche, a Porsche.
Sure.
Osalang ke Porsche. Osalang as long as le hawa ba no jwetsa.
They can't tell you.
Aba no
anything,
jwetsa,
man. They're telling you
Even
anything.
if you
Yeah.
hired it, it's fine. I enjoy him quite good.
Yeah.
Right. That's amazing. That's amazing. And in terms, I want to find out. I'm actually very, very curious about your license. Did you get it on the first time?
What happened?
In South Africa, first time.
Yeah, I think I did, hey?
Really?
Are you sure?
Before,
how much did you
before
pay?
Lenta,
How much did you pay?
Guys, I wish I had got it the time Sekoko because I'm being at that K53
Yeah.
book and you take the being electronic.
Yeah.
I used to write.
Yeah.
Your answers and you select and those questions are tricky because they are related. You might think this is the right one, but
Yeah,
it's
the
not.
multiple
Yeah,
choice.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought at first go.
Oh,
Nice.
me, I feel
But
nice.
I drive before ngiba nayo license.
So no sense clever, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, me, I
Dope.
feel
Because
my
there are
first
many
time.
people who are standing on the roads who are thirsty for cold drinks.
Yeah.
So you just give them a cold drink and you pass. But that is not right. Because you just have to be safe for yourself and the other pedestrians on the road. And the drivers as well.
Fuck, I got mine on the second try.
Really?
Because I was so nervous, and the lady, and being Pumile out of the yard. I was outside the yard and she's like, turn left. And then I turned right. This is like, I turn left, I turn left, I turn left. And I turned right and I failed. Yo.
But did you indicate? At least.
I did indicate and then I went left. I'm like, this woman, she saw me fucking indicate. Why did you say, why are you indicating to?
To turn to the right.
Yes, it was like a T junction.
T-junction.
So I could turn left or right. And she's like, turn left. And I turned right. And then she's like, you don't know your left and right. I'm like, Ben Pumi.
She was being petty for real.
She was really being
petty.
petty. I'm just like, I went.
Hectic. Well, some of us had to pay. I'm not really, I can't, but it is what it is, man. I know people that had to do it over and over and over just because you have to pay to get your license.
And they find the smallest thing to make sure that.
But
right?
I just hope this paying it does not guarantee people to have license abangakwazi ukudrive.
No, a lot of people get their licenses because like, for instance, let's say someone is trying to apply for a job and you need a license. They don't know how to drive, but the fact that I need a license now, I know I can just quickly go pay for it and get it.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's
Our lives are in
bad.
danger.
It
Yeah.
is. It's
Our in
terrible.
danger.
And also, you're also putting your life in danger as well. Because
Yeah.
at least the least you could do, just go to a driving school. Go and
Learn.
get 5
Right.
licenses
Yes,
and
learn.
do that. Do that at least for yourself.
I think the really messed up part about it is the fact that even if you know how to drive, you've put in your time in learning and so and so and so, and then battle failures are simply because I wanted 2.5 how, you know. South Africa.
So how much was the cool drink?
I don't know how much I had to pay. Ow! No, not like that. Not like that. I don't remember. Yeah.
I remember this other boy who failed his license the first time.
Yeah.
His was 1.3.
Hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it also just depends where it's a guy.
Yeah, Napela went deep into the Free State. So it wasn't.
Whatever you do, let's just hope our country will just change from being so corrupt, man, so that things are done properly.
Yeah, but
Most people.
but you know when you are a beneficiary of the corruption chief, and now you are telling other people.
I knew how to drive. I knew how to drive. I knew that I have to pay.
Yeah.
I knew that I have to pay in order for
It's
me
the
to get it.
people who are running the system.
Yes, the people
Are taking
because that's the thing,
advantage of-
You know, I need my license. I'm not gonna get it if I don't pay, and you'll end up paying,
And
dog.
that's the truth, you know what
It's
I
the
mean?
truth.
Let's not lie and fuck around it, you know
It's
what
the
I mean?
truth.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, what can we look forward to, Shaun, man? Like, what are we working on? What can we see in the
Stay there,
future?
Fatty.
Yo, I mean...
We saw your grade goes. Some
We're actually going to talk about that in a bit. Look forward to.
My music, my EP is gonna drop by next year, Jan. Maybe later an album, but another single after Uskai Beafati. I'll have to just decide whether I'm going to release another single with Dali Wonga or Master KG.
Nice.
Which one?
Nice.
Doing a lot,
He's
right?
doing
Have
the
to.
most.
Have to
Must.
work.
Have
Must.
to work. That's
You need to
The
put
work.
in the work because people are fascinated with success and they see the end product, but they don't know that you have to wake up early in the morning. You have to be looking at so many lights in front of you and doing these interviews. But the nice part is that they are subscribing to this, they'll be watching, and it's a good thing. And we're sharing such information to help them as well.
And it's a black kid platform, by the
Mbamba,
way.
ne?
By the way.
That's great.
You know, we're pushing black kids one way. Because, I mean, there's just so many opportunities that black kids are trying to get into, but because doors are closed for us,
Based
you know.
on our race even.
Based on our
bad.
race even, yeah.
It's like ngakho mina ngibatshela my followers, if the door is closed, kick it. If you're not kicking it,
Definitely.
go open another one.
Yeah, go through the
Definitely.
window.
Yeah.
Or the roof.
Find a way. to get in.
Anyhow.
Yeah. Find a way to get in.
Hence I
100%.
get Oscar Barefoot.
What's kind of fun?
Let's barefoot.
Oscar Barefoot.
I love it. Now your grandmother, you're always taking such amazing snaps with her, and I know that she enjoys the cars that you always bring. Tell us a little bit more about your relationship with her, man.
She's my number one, everything.
Oh, man.
Everything.
Ngwanangkhulu.
Yangibam. And she tells me, ungabasabi labantu hamba uye kubo ngqo. Face life. If you want something, go for it.
100%. 100%.
And
That's
I see
good.
she really enjoys cars, man.
Yes. Kade drive. Ukokwami, I think ukuqala kwami ukudrive, ngidrive imoto yakhe Toyota Corolla.
Oh, nice.
She used to transport kids after that when she retired. So ngaqala lapho ukudrive. Ngihamba nayo. Yabo, so watching, even DJing, I learned from watching. Even driving, I learned from watching. Ngaqala ngawasha imoto, ngayireversa. Wathetha, but I was safe. Then I bisela ngane gradually. Then I learned.
That's
So she's my everything.
Oh, man.
We actually want to
Shout
play
out.
a video of her.
Yeah.
In one of the
In the
cars.
C63, yeah.
I'm gonna play it in a bit so that people can see, man, that your grandmother is a star, man.
Yeah,
she has that
fucking
style.
safety pants. Shy 63S.
Yes. Because like Shaun the Stylist, they have to have
Hi, South African men. Men in general, actually. Anyway,
What?
where can people... the S.
No, but the S is there.
Yeah.
Great.
No,
I
it's
mean-
good to have the S.
I mean, that's how you write an
Even
S.
if-
Yeah, you have to
Even
have the
if
S
it's-
there.
Even if it's a BBL. But it's still an ass.
What's lying? It's still an ass.
It's still an ass. It's still an
Where can
ass.
people catch you, dude? And what is it that you want people to like, what is it that you want to just get people to understand and learn and something
About
just
you,
to say,
Sometimes they think that I'm too playful, but I'm in everything that I say, whether I'm jokingly, but I'm dead serious in my messages that I send out. What I'm doing with my song Sky Belfast is I'm giving school bags to primary schools.
Nice.
So each and every province where I'm booked or city, the certain percentage of money I'm being paid to DJ, I go buy school bags, then I send them to primary schools. But I urge people, if you've got a sanitary towel company, if you've got a deodorant company or shoe company, let me not take these school bags empty. Lahlela something and give hope to these kids. But it starts at a very young age.
That's good. That's good. It's a blessing. Right? It is.
That is amazing. And dude, like social media, if people want to hit you up.
Yeah, it's always the Shaun Stylist on Instagram, on TikTok, I still have Facebook, guys. And Facebook, I still have that small community of Snapchat because Snapchat was meant for that. Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's dope.
So
Thank you so much for coming through, man.
Pleasure is all.
It's
And
been
escape
great.
efforts.
Escape efforts in life.
And don't forget the ass.
Don't forget the ass.
Guys, let's check out this video of Shaun Stylist, the grandmama.
Injani nanzimani?
Kamnandi kanjani?
Oh, man.
You gotta love Shaun the Stylist grandmother,
You
man.
gotta love her. I think everything about Batava Holo, man,
Yeah.
they just make everything just come across super precious.
And the thing about them is
And their
that they,
characters.
honestly, because of age Yabona, they were robbed from all the liberties that we have because obviously they spent their youth during apartheid, you know what I mean? And there were restrictions, there were what. Now, guys, give them time or by guys. They must
And
enjoy
bapapa,
themselves. Enjoy. Guys, if you see a 60-year-old go groove popping bottles, allow them, guys. If you track back 40 years ago, they were 20 and it was still apartheid. And they couldn't pop bottles. So they must just pop bottles and enjoy themselves. Allow them to enjoy themselves. So if she wants to rev a C63 car at the age of 85 and spin a car, allow them because they didn't have that opportunities that we are having right now. So shout out to her, man. She's really showing, or you know what, age ain't nothing but a number, right?
That's
right.
true.
But we have an announcement, guys. It's very sad. But it's been a year since we've been doing podcasting, right?
Which is good. That's the good part.
The
That's
consistency,
the good part.
the beauty, the way the show has evolved has been amazing. And honestly, we need to take a little bit of a break, a production break, right?
Just 1 month.
Yeah, just
guys.
1 month. That's basically just 2 shows,
Just
guys.
2 shows, and Jay.
just 2 shows.
It's sad. I mean, it's sad, but we'll be back. August, we will be here.
Yes,
And
definitely.
We're coming with a bang.
Dude,
Coming back with a twist.
I mean, we've already, there's new features. There are going to be great interviews. All I'm going to say is that we have a young kid who's coming, listen, that boy is young and what he knows about F1, I'm even scared to interview him.
He knows more than we do.
He knows more than we
knows
do.
more
And
than
let's
we do.
just say, Huri, Malume Haike Trevor no. That's all I'm going to hint. But we're going to have amazing interviews. There are going to be more segments, new segments that we're going to be bringing to the show. So we thought to ourselves, let's just take a little bit of a break just to work that out. And yeah, man, but we'll be coming with more cars, guys.
Coming back with a bang. It's going to be so dope. We're coming back with a lot of different elements.
Yeah.
We're going to use the time wisely to work on the content to improve where we can.
Yeah. Yeah, but also let's take this opportunity to actually work out and ideate some of the things. If you think that there's certain things that you'd love
let
to
us
see,
know. Let us know.
drop on the comments, man. We'd really, really love to find out. And yeah, man, just looking back at the past year, Tuli,
It's been crazy.
It's been crazy.
It's been nothing. We literally started off from like a dream. With
Dude.
nothing.
Can we
we've
also
pushed
discuss
so much.
when you shot the pilot? I didn't even know that we were gonna shoot. I thought we were having a meeting.
It was actually just supposed to be just to see the feel.
Yeah.
The pilot, the first episode was supposed to just for us to see, is this actually gonna work out? Is it solid? And we enjoyed it and we loved it and we've been rolling ever since.
Yeah,
and
let me,
we're here
actually,
today.
for those who don't know, like I remember the very first episode I rock up where I know Tuli from high school.
He was
dude.
my head boy,
Go high school and I've interviewed Nak a couple of times on radio, so I've always known both of them. And we sat there and we shot, dude. And one thing that really, really made me feel like, fuck, we are an amazing team is that the fact that we shot our first episode, no script, no nothing, we just threw everything there. And when we said cut for the last one, the last segment, the last words, we saying bye, everyone stood up and clapped their hands, dude. And for me, that
was like, okay, guys, you guys are dropping this.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, this is like a seal of approval that fuck, I'm in the right place. So shout out to MacG, dude. Shout out to Podcast
shout out to
and
Podcast.
Chill.
Everyone that's putting in their
malignant
time and the effort. Yeah.
Everyone, Bosimpiwe, Aya, Mash, everyone, Ghost Lady who we always bothering all the time. Say, hey, let's shoot there. When are we shooting? When are we doing this? And everyone, honestly, one thing that I'll always say about Podcast and Chill Network is that it's beautiful because it's an institution formed by young black people for young black people. And there is no white monopoly capital, and I'm kidding. There's no one sitting on our heads trying to advance a certain agenda. We just do this because we really, really love it, and it's for young people.
And it's going to prosper just because of that.
Just
Simply
because
of
we're
that.
here about young people.
Yeah.
Like, everyone is young here, dude. Everyone is young, and that's the beauty about it. So, shout out, man. I feel so sad that it's the last episode of the season, but we are definitely coming back. I can't wait. But you can still see us on Sunday, the 26th.
That's right.
Chillers Market.
At the
It's
Nest.
at the Nest in Doornfontein, New Doornfontein. Make sure that you are there. If you haven't got your ticket, please go get your ticket. I'm going to be there. Tuli's going to be there.
The entire podcast team is going to be there.
MacG, everyone. Even Ghost Lady, even though you will not know who that is.
But she will be there.
The ghost will be there. The ghost will be there. The ladies from On the Table, Tawazane will be there. The whole family is going to be there. And we're just going to be celebrating, the beauty of the institution of Podcast and Chill, man. I'm very excited about that.
I am too.
Tuli.
Ke tlo bona man. Hai.
Go kae?
Strateng. O kopana strateng.
O President Astrat.
And this means then, it gives us more than enough time to work on other craft as well. So guys, make sure that you stay on our socials. I know we haven't been very, very present.
Yeah.
But I promise you in this time, we're also going to be putting out a whole lot of work on our social media platforms. So make sure that you follow us and you check us out on social media because we're going to be coming through with all car content. Trust me.
Can I punt that you can catch me on Y?
Oh, yeah.
You can catch me on YFM every Thursday, 1 p.m. We talk about cars there. And man, that's other things that we do. I'm always punting podcast and ride on Y. So I'm just like, guys, might as well throw back, you know what I mean? So make sure you tune in. But other than that, guys.
And that's a wrap.
Tools.
It's a wrap.
What was your biggest highlight for the season?
Man, just showing up every other day, dog.
Dude.
I think just having the opportunity to do something that you're really passionate about. Because I know how it feels to show up to a job that you like, that you really love, but you still have like, I still have this thing at the back of my head that I'd like to do. So the fact that I get to sit, learn about cars, talk about Formula One as if, for me, that is a blessing. So I'm looking forward to see where we're gonna end up with this beautiful baby
for
of
me,
ours.
one thing that we know, Bophelo ke mohodu, guys, ne? Ke mohodu. Bophelo ke mohodu.
Last one only bizo go phelo ke fatuki ya
everyone loves, but it's true. Fatuke pumutsing beetroot lefu. It's very, very simple. You know what I mean? But the one thing I love about coming here is that I get to escape. You know what I mean? All the stresses of life and shit. And I think so every time I get to sit in front of this chair, in front of this mic, in front of that camera, and I get to interact, oh man, for me, my life feels a little bit more better. So shout out to all the riders who are constantly supporting us. And I think they are the biggest people that we need to shout out to. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to you guys for constantly watching, for commenting, for enjoying the show. Yeah, dude, like it's been amazing.
Shout out to all the riders. We love and appreciate.
Shout out to Tulu, our director.
Shout out to Tulu. He's not here today.
Not here, but he's literally the fucking backbone of the show.
He's the brains of the show,
exactly.
Guys.
So shout out to him.
Is where it is because Tulu is pushing us every other day. So major shout out to Tulu.
Yeah.
If you don't know who Tulu is and you watch TV, you don't watch TV.
You don't watch TV. I mean,
anyway.
Yeah, we can mention his accolades, but
he say raps.
It's been nice. It's been nice.
month.
Catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Cheesy.
I am _Noktilamdele.
We'll see you again in a month. Have a fantastic one. Peace out, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.